and my wife to come here for this presidential campaign here in Abeokuta, which was my first posting when I was commissioned in the Nigerian army. I live in the barracks here in Abeokuta. I could not resist this invitation because of the biggest and the enduring relationship between my family and that of a Muslim. Having said that, I would like to just expatiate on what we have been talking about from the merger of All Progressive Congress to date, and our intention, God willing, to win the election on the 14th of February and form the government on the 30th of May this year. Every living person in Nigeria has realized what he's going through. Our extreme concern is the army of unemployed, able-bodied, educated and non-educated Nigerians. Over 60%. Some have been to school, some haven't, but it's the duty of the government to make sure that able-bodied persons are usefully employed. So our main problem is a vicious circle of insecurity, lack of job, and corruption. The APC is determined to break this vicious circle, firstly, by securing this country. Nigerians should go all over the country at any odd hour of the day and do their legitimate businesses. We have to make a very quick decision to create jobs. And we think the field is agriculture and mining. Other things will have to be delayed in relative terms because of planning the resources, electricity, good roads must be provided to the nation state. Standard of education, better infrastructure, classrooms, equipment, better trained teachers will all have to be done as quickly as humanly possible. Certificates from Nigerian universities must be respected and acceptable throughout the world. I am asking you to please make sure that you have got your permanent voters card. And on election day, come rain, come sunshine, you go out and massively vote and make sure your vote count. Don't, under any circumstance, allow PDP to form the next governments in this country. After 16 years, we are regretting. We don't want insult to be added to injury. I therefore call upon my party members to work hard for the next 3 weeks. ABC. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Now, I'll tell you something that everybody wants to see His Excellency. He's waving at you all, front, left, back, center. Buhari, please allow me. Eduro. Thank you. Hajia Buhari and Mr. Osinbajo. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Osinbajo is the granddaughter of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. I hope you all know that. She's the granddaughter of late Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Thank you.
Buhari la fẹ́ Osinbajo à ń bẹ̀yìn ẹ̀dìbò náà fún wọn ní afẹ́kẹ́ ìdìbò náà fún wọn ní ìpadàbọ̀ Awólọ́wọ̀ rèé sílùú Nàìjíríà Adéwálé kò ní bàjẹ́ lórí mi kò lè bàjẹ́ lórí ẹ gbogbo ọmọ Ogun State ẹ lọ gba PVC ẹ lọ ní PVC o ẹni tí ò gbọ́ ní permanent voters card.
The All Progressives Congress presidential aspirant, General Muhammadu Buhari, had just spoken at the APC campaign in Ogun State at the MKO Abiola Stadium. And he was there with his wife, and that is Hajia Aisha Buhari, as well as the vice presidential aspirant, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and his wife, Mrs. Dolakbo Osinbajo, at the request, that is, their being together at that time on the podium of the national chairman, Chief John Oyegun. And General Buhari, as you saw, was asking the people to make sure of their permanent voter cards and to make sure that they go and vote on D-Day, where all roads of all these campaign rallies lead to. And this particular venue in MKO Abiola Stadium has had all the APC stalwarts and governors. Rauf Aregbesola, who was making his entrance into the stadium at the same time that General Muhammadu Buhari was called up to the podium. So there was some chance of support for the governor of the state of Ogun, Rauf, as he likes to be called, and the supporters of General Muhammadu Buhari as well. It's the APC presidential campaign in Ogun State. A vote of thanks has been called for, and the summary of everything that is happening for this particular venue and at all the other venues prior to this is to solicit for votes come February and the general elections.
Today to carry this flag of this party again in the next 4 years. What would you be doing differently and what would you be consolidating upon? Well, we are going to test the youth on all our 5 national programs. We started with education, which for us is the most important thing. We are talking about education that is qualitative and free. And we are talking about efficient healthcare delivery system. We are talking about agriculture that will lead us to industrialization. We are talking about urban renewal and housing development. And finally, we are talking about infrastructure that will lead us to massive employment generation. There can be no development when the infrastructures are not in place. Infrastructures are not just about road. It includes water, security, it includes environment, it includes power. So all of this will continue. And the totality of what we are doing is to employ our people. We are in good state. We are usually in the forefront of things, and we want to remain like that. What the state going to do to ensure that the government in Abuja changes to support your performance in the state? Well, all politics is local. I can only speak for Ogun State. Check the result when it comes. We are going to have nothing less than between 80 and 90% of the votes. Thank you very much, Excellency.
APC.
The rendition of the national anthem has been played, and for this particular chapter of the campaign train, which goes off to another venue, the APC presidential campaign, where General Muhammadu Buhari and Professor Yemi Osinbajo, presidential aspirant and vice presidential aspirant, and their wives have been presented to the people of Ogun State for their support for the 2015 general elections. This has been a live Channels television coverage.
This has been